Hello everybody, I hope everybody's doing great today. Appreciate those watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Today we're talking about Popeye, starring Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall. I remember watching this as a kid when I was about 4 or 5, probably around that age. And I didn't like it then. But I heard some people try to give this some props, kind of liking it. So I figured I would watch it again. It's been such a long time, 20 years, 40 years. And I'm a grown man now. So I decided, well, I'll give this another shot. And let's just say, to me, it's a good thing that Robin Williams had Mork and Mandy to fall back on before Popeye, which is his first major film, because to me, this movie is terrible. The best thing about this movie is the set, is the village that they built. That looks really nice, but nothing else really, to me, really works in this movie very well. And I'll tell you why. It's just, I don't know. Is this Shelley Duvall does a good olive oil. She does a great Bluto, whatever his name is. I think the actor does a pretty good job as Bluto. But what Robin Williams is Popeye is a hit and a miss. And it's mostly a miss, especially when it comes to the dialogue. First off, I would like to say, when I first watched this, I thought, you know what, this is pretty good to the source material. And then I did like about 1 minute of research, and other people criticized the movie because it wasn't very truthful to or faithful to the original material. So I don't know. It seems, from what I remember of Popeye, watching the cartoons as a kid, I didn't read the comic strip, but I did watch the cartoons, and I thought it seemed very truthful. And to me, I think this movie would have been better if it was animation. It's a real life cartoon movie, and to me, it just doesn't really work very well. Like when you get the part where Pluto hits Popeye, and he's just kind of rolling down the docks. I guess you can say it's a dock, or he hits him and Popeye's spinning around in circles. This doesn't look good live action. It looks a lot better if it was like cartoonish. If it was animation, I think those scenes were worked a lot better. Popeye's forearm, he got those big forearms, stuff like that. They're pretty good. They're pretty well done. I guess like somewhat believable. But to me, it's this, it's a live action show that has cartoon humor, and a lot of times that doesn't really carry over very well. I think one movie that probably does a pretty good job would be like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Of course, that's both animation and real life and live action. But to me, it doesn't work on this show. And another problem I have with it is like Robin Williams' lines are like unintelligible. Like you cannot understand what he is saying. And like I said, I did 1 minute of research. Come to find out, like after it was done, they found out that you couldn't really understand what Robin Williams was saying, so he had to dub a lot of his lines. I can only imagine what it sounded like before he redid his lines, because I still had a hard time understanding him. I know he's talking about with the accent, and how Popeye talks, but they're just that loud, and they're like a bunch of mumbles. So even with the accent and the mannerisms that he's talking, you can't really understand what he's saying. It's all mumbles. And maybe that's how it was in a cartoon. It's been about 40 years since I've seen a Popeye cartoon, but I remember as a kid being able to at least understand what the heck he's saying. So you get those problems with it, over the cartoonish action comedy that they have, that just doesn't work live action, especially in this time period. Robin Williams' lines being practically impossible to understand. I think they did a great effort in bringing the comics to life, and it was a great try, but it failed. And I guess the script was all right. I didn't realize that Sweet Pea was adopted. Was he adopted in the comics? I always thought he was like their natural baby. In this one, he's kind of left on their feet, I guess you could say, literally left on at their feet, and they're kind of adopting him as their son. I always thought that he was their biological son. Maybe it took me some surprise. If you're a big Popeye fan, which is it? Is he their biological son, or is he a adopted son? But other stuff looked, like I said, I did a little bit of research. They kind of criticized the octopus at the end. I thought the octopus looked fine. It's criticized they didn't have enough money to make a believable octopus. I thought the octopus looked believable, especially for the 1980. It looked pretty realistic. To me, I thought they did a good job with it. So the set was great. If I watched this in 1980, it would be hard for me to believe that Robin Williams would become the movie star that he did. Like I said, for me, it's a good thing that he did have Mork and Mindy to fall back on, because that was a great TV show. He's fantastic in Mork and Mindy, but his Popeye needed some work, especially when it came to delivering those lines. Maybe he tried too hard to sound like Popeye. It was like very mumble-ish. I couldn't understand his lines. I thought Shelley Duvall was excellent as Olive Oil, like I said. Her scenes will really carry out very well. But I don't know, the dialogue in the movie just fell flat. I would recommend it with caution, unless you're you want to see some of Robin Williams' early stuff and you're a big Robin Williams fan. I guess you would want to watch it for that, or if you love Popeye. But otherwise, this is something I would stay away from. Be interesting if they would do another Popeye movie. I don't think he's very popular today. I don't think there's anything that they've done with that character forever, at least from what I can remember or know of. Maybe it'd be something to bring back. I do think Popeye seems like to be one of those characters that they were trying to push food on you, like the spinach, Popeye spinach. The only reason I ate spinach was because of Popeye, because Popeye became strong. I wanted to be strong, so I would eat my spinach so I get muscles like Popeye, which was a good way to sell spinach, right? And then you have olive oil and sweet pea, and you got the guy always eating hamburgers. It's one of those shows where if you're, will make you hungry if you watch it. Anyways, leave some comments below. Do you like Popeye? Am I completely wrong about this? I think I'm pretty much right, but can you convince me that I'm wrong about this movie? Is it really as terrible as I say it is? Let me know in the comments below. If you like it, why do you like it? What am I not seeing that you're seeing? Have a great day, and hopefully you check me out in another video. Bye.